Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to Asset Podcast. Got the Fairchild with me. And you just finished reading what, in the past week or so?
I have, in the past week or so, read for the first time the graphic novelization of The Killing Joke. Even though I'm the biggest Batman fan, I had never read this one because all of it had already been spoiled for me. And
Well, what year were you born?
94.
Yeah, you were born like almost 10 years after this came out, so yeah, I'm sure it was spoiled. And I like to use graphic novel because that is technically, yes, a graphic novel. Well, the original printing was, this is a nice hardcover with added stuff. Matter of fact, here, you keep on talking.
That is Ultimo Gallows' copy. He loaned it to me. And if you're a Batman fan, of course, this is a Batman book to read if you have not. And it's also one that might get you into Batman if you've never read any of his lore and anything.
It would help if you at least knew something about the character, though, if this is your first Batman comic. I mean, if you've seen the movies, you know enough about the character to get into it, because that's what's so neat about it. Okay, everybody, you see the Joker on the cover. How many times have we seen the Joker in film? We've seen him on with the old Adam West show.
Yep, Tim Burton.
Tim Burton, that was Jack Nicholson.
The Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight.
That has been everywhere since that movie. Like, that has as much merchandise out there as...
And how much of that Dark Knight Joker was Heath Ledger going, I've read The Killing Joke. You know, I read that 70s run from Denny O'Neil.
The Killing Joke and Dark Knight Returns Parts 1 and 2.
Yeah.
You know, probably a few other ones that maybe he found, you know, who knows.
Well, but yeah, that period there
but
was
he got so deep into playing the character, though. Like, he drove himself insane playing that character.
Yeah.
However, I like I said, I've read it multiple times this week. Very quick read.
Yeah, because, 30 pages, 40 pages? It's short. This hardcover has more than just The Killing Joke in it.
But the things that I loved about it were, okay, like the Barbara Gordon situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when Joker,
shoots her through the spine, basically.
Cripples her, makes her eventually turn to Oracle. But, that's why Barbara is no longer Batgirl.
Question real quick, though. That scene. Now, I read this comic when it first came out in 80. It might have been 8. It was 87. Because this is the last thing Alan Moore put out through DC proper. Because he finished this before he finished Watchmen. It just took the artist that long to draw. And I didn't catch this back then, but on later readings of this. Did Joker, or one of his henchmen, do anything more to Barbara besides just shooting her? And leave her on the way there bleeding out? Because to me, they hint at that, but they don't come out and say it.
Well, that's one of those situations they really leave it up to I felt like it was up to the reader for me to figure to decide. I want to think Joker took the pictures, he told the henchmen what to do, and he just let them do.
So Joker was the director. He would be like the Max Hardcore or the...
He would be the Stanley Kubrick.
Well, I was going more porn director. Okay, Stanley Kubrick did do that last one with his. I watched that. That was close to being porn.
Stanley Kubrick did some screwed up stuff.
Oh, I know, dude. I've seen pretty much everything.
Dr. Strangelove.
Imagine if he'd made The Killing Joke. But back to The Killing Joke real quick. So, would you... Because some people consider this, and I don't know if you know this or not when you read it. This was originally when it was written. It was not part of continuity. It was a standalone story. Yeah. It was so well received it went into continuity. Okay. Would you consider this an origin story for Joker?
I watched Joaquin Phoenix be one of the best Jokers 3 times in theaters. I have never pre-ordered a movie in my life. I left the theater. I saw it twice in one day, and then I went the very next day. I saw it opening night.
Damn. I still have not seen it.
I saw it, what is that called? When they do it, they
show it. Preview night, they show it like midnight the night before.
Yeah. They showed it midnight and then immediately after. So I was actually at the theater until like 4:35 in the morning.
Jesus.
And I left just feeling so pumped and energetic. I didn't sleep that whole day. I was just so pumped about Joker and stuff. And then I went back and I saw it again. And that movie exists because of the origin story given in this Batman movie. It is in a lore of its own.
Yeah. And
I accept it for this story.
What I was asking that was, there's a line here and I'm not finding it, where Joker says he first has passed to stay as multiple choice.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, did he or did he not? It's somewhere in here. I think I'm in the part of the comic. I'm just going to show some of this art real quick. So,
if he were to have a past, personality, he would prefer multiple choice.
oh, of course. Because he's had so many origins. By the time this came out, how many origins had he had? This was 87, probably written in 86, 85. So
I always loved the idea. And the reason why I loved the Heath Ledger Joker is because it went back to that.
We don't know.
We don't really know where this Joker came from. There are many theories, but none of them I don't think have been confirmed. So it's just always going to be up to us.
Well, here's what sucks, and I hate that I know this because I haven't read Batman in forever, but just keeping up on the news. One of the storylines last year was called The Three Jokers. There's actually 3 different Jokers. And I have the second hardcover in that 3 hardcover setup. I bought the first one, bought the second, so I've not read it.
My thoughts on that.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the Gotham series?
The TV show?
Yes.
I tried, and I made it 2 episodes in. I was like, this is some janky-ass Smallville shit, and I did not watch it anymore. I've heard it got better. I heard it got a lot better.
I won't lie to you. I roughed out the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
I started getting into it in the 3rd and 4th episode.
Okay.
And then by the 5th episode, I was like, okay, let me see where season 1 goes. I was like, I'm kind of interested in these, ideas of this is where this one came from.
Pause for a second.
And it's about the villains.
That's the original cover of Killing Joke when it got released when I was a kid.
It was a way greater cut.
It is because it said Killing Joke right here. I'll let me see. Over to the side there, past the head, it says Killing Joke. And that's how you knew what
I
color.
like the black and white, too.
That's how you knew what printing you had, is what color the title was in. Like if it was orange, it was second print. If it was purple, it was blah, blah, blah. But go on, sir. You're talking about Gotham.
Yes. That TV show pretty much takes that concept.
Mm-hmm.
You remember when Joker cuts his face off?
I given the fuck up on the comic long before then.
Okay, well, they copied that story in the show,
But the show happens before Batman.
Let me just say, Jerome, the actor that played Joker, they didn't have copyrights to call him Joker, so he was just Jerome. Their origin story of him was he came from.
Wasn't he the kid from Shameless? The redheaded kid from Shameless?
Yes, he was. Very good actor and stuff, and he did so damn good of a performance that I kept coming back, even though I was kind of like, this is another origin story.
Yeah.
Separate from the Killing Joker, this is an origin story for a character that is either Joker or the person that inspired the Joker.
I'm a dumbass, everybody, because I said that was the original cover of Killing Joke. No, this is. I don't know how I got that mixed up. There, sorry. That is the original cover. The one I showed you was like a reprint.
Yeah, man. Shit.
Because I know you've seen that image all over the place.
Everywhere, yeah.
And that's what the title was.
I had, by the way, that when he turns into the Joker after being dumped,
yeah,
thing from being Red Hood in there. I have had that wallet for so long. That image of him kind of like laughing, ha 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 ha, like all like for years. I never put away shit. Yep, that one.
That was on a T-shirt back when the Tim Burton movie came out.
And shit, it's probably back there somewhere, but it's all good.
So, art-wise, what would you give this?
This is an updated.
And show some of the art if you want to show some of the art off, like something that sticks out to you. Yeah, the color is different. The color on the original was not the way the colors wanted it, but the technology at the time they couldn't do it. The color to me in this is
right here.
It was garish in the original. I love it.
This was an image that I really liked because I liked the very visual description that they gave. And I've always been one that always loved watching Alfred coming down to the Batcave. This image here, where you see Joker on these screens and Bruce is looking at the screens, right there in the far corner, if y'all can make that out, that's Alfred toting down a pan supper and everything else. I just love that in comics growing up and stuff, seeing that detail and everything. And
you're used to the skinny Alfred, aren't you?
Yes, I love this right here too, where they
the cover for Detective 27. Yes,
yeah, that's great too. Down there at the bottom.
Oh, I got you. He's right there.
Yep. Original within comic lore within the comic. I love it.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Because I gotta find you the original print. The colors are brighter. They're not as muted, but they're not as many because they were only working with like 64
Okay,
different
this
shades.
one because it
Oh,
messed
dude, that's
me up.
freaky. That's freaky.
Yeah,
I got
it
you.
messed me up.
Commissioner Gordon, done up as the Gimp, getting attacked by the circus freaks.
That was hard, man.
But and the thing is, you had seen the cartoon before you read
Yeah.
this. And okay, one thing I'm gonna point out real quick. You notice what is not in this is in that shitty cartoon?
Yeah. The thing
The
that
prologue.
they changed it to where Barbara and Bruce have sex. Like she's Batgirl at this point, whereas
She's
at this point,
grown.
she's not Batgirl.
Yeah.
Like she is, but
She's retired by then. Yeah, she's retired. She actually was a senator right before this in the comic.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, see, in Batman Beyond, she's the police chief.
Yeah.
Like that.
Well, coming from her background.
But I mean, there's so much great stuff. Like I'd be flipping through this.
That right there when he points him on the ground.
I would be. This kind of is the way I kind of want some of the images and stuff to kind of look in the one I've been writing for years. But
Now you want yourself a copy of this, don't you?
I do.
Go on Amazon, $15 to $20. It's worth it. I mean, the art just looks so good.
Great read. Thank you for allowing me.
Not a problem, man. When you said you hadn't read it, I'm like, oh shit. And yes, I know it's missing the dust jacket. The dust jacket's at my house. Because it's got a good cover. I mean, most of your hardcovers don't have a good graphic cover
I
like
love
that.
that too. That black and printed too. Like
yeah.
it's really well.
And with the camera.
Yep.
Oh. Well, dude, we're going to go ahead and cut it in a minute here because I got to go use the bathroom.
Yeah.
To quote your uncle, I got to go pee. Isn't that how he ended most conversations?
Those conversations, yes, it was.
We're out, everybody.
Thank you guys.